North Korea and South Korea were divided because of World War II, Cold War rivalry, foreign intervention, and ideological conflict, not because Koreans themselves wanted separation. The division was largely imposed by global powers and later hardened by war and politics. Before 1945, Korea was a single, unified country with a shared language, culture, and history stretching back thousands of years. From 1910 to 1945, Korea was under Japanese colonial rule, during which Koreans suffered exploitation and repression. When Japan was defeated in World War II, its control over Korea suddenly ended, creating a power vacuum. At the end of World War II, the United States and the Soviet Union, former allies, became rivals. To manage Japan's surrender quickly, they temporarily divided Korea along the 38th parallel. The Soviet Union occupied the north, and the United States occupied the south. This division was meant to be temporary until a unified Korean government could be formed. However, the emerging Cold War made reunification difficult. The Soviet Union supported a communist system in the north, while the United States supported a capitalist and democratic system in the south. Each side promoted leaders aligned with its ideology, Kim Il-sung in the north and Syngman Rhee in the south. As tensions grew, cooperation collapsed. In 1948, the division became permanent when two separate governments were established: the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, North Korea, and the Republic of Korea, South Korea. Both governments claimed to be the legitimate ruler of all Korea, making conflict almost inevitable. This tension exploded in 1950 with the Korean War, when North Korea invaded the South in an attempt to reunify the peninsula by force. The war drew in major powers. The United States and UN forces supported South Korea, while China and the Soviet Union backed North Korea. The fighting was devastating and caused millions of deaths. The war ended in 1953 with an armistice, not a peace treaty. This left Korea still divided, separated by the heavily fortified Demilitarized Zone, DMZ, near the original 38th. Because no peace treaty was signed, North and South Korea are technically still at war. After the war, the two Koreas developed in very different directions. South Korea eventually became a democratic, economically advanced country, while North Korea became a highly centralized, authoritarian state under the Kim family. These differences, combined with mutual distrust and military tension, have kept the division in place for decades. In summary, Korea was divided because global superpower rivalry turned a temporary military boundary into a permanent political border. The division was not the result of cultural or ethnic differences, but of global superpower rivalry, war, and unresolved conflict that still shapes the Korean peninsula today.